what you and I have been kind of really looking at the past couple of months is this thing with chapters.
Oh.
So how OIs think in chapters
Yeah.
versus OEs think in channel change.
Oh my God.
So let me kind of like break that down. The OI, whether it's NI or SI.
Hold on. Are you going to break it down in a chapter format?
I thought you might catch that. It's like the OIs are walking around with like 3 to 4 things in their head that they want to talk about. If it's NI, it's a little sloppy. If it's
Beginning,
SI,
middle, end. Yeah.
And so they just want to talk about those 3 things, and everything shooting off, everything chaotic is relating to those 3 things.
Right.
And so and it's also kind of like timeline oriented, which is why it's more, if it's masculine, it's even better.
Yeah, okay.
It's like, these are the things I want to talk about. I want to keep coming back to these chapters. So say our good old buddy Ty Lopez, where that's going to like represent like chapters. He's standing there on the...
Everything would be just a goddamn chapter.
Yeah, and it's the same old chapters. If you watch them long enough, you're like, wow, it's really the same old shit, right?
So it's back when I was blah, blah, blah.
Ty Lopez Jr. right here, it's the same old deal, right?
That's true.
Then you have like Jordan Peterson, greatest guy ever to watch, but you're like,
God.
I can't. Where were we? We're in outer space. Now we're back to Earth. Okay, now we're in the belly of the beast.
Okay,
and now we're in the
change.
Bible stories.
So seriously, like there was one thing that he did. I think it was on Lion King, right? So here's
Yeah.
a channel change and a sensory example. This is straight SE right here. So I'm like, okay, cool. This is going to be such an amazing beginning, middle, and end story because he even has a beginning, middle, and end story that he's going off of. He has the Lion King. That's so like, you're going to chapter the fuck out of this, right? The whole, like, I don't even know if it was like 10 minutes or 20 minutes. He was like talking about Freud and then Jung and then this guy and then that guy. And I'm like, what the hell where did this start?
Right.
What were we even talking about? I can't even remember. We're so random and we're just channel changing like crazy. I don't even remember what the first channel was. And we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. And that's good because now we just have endless new things to discover.
There you go. All right, so Sonia here, you know, not to kind of like fully load you in a guessing which direction this is going to go.
Let me guess. She's a chapter talker.
Might be. Allegedly might be.
How did you learn to study?
I asked. That's actually the most important ingredient for success. When you don't know something, ask someone who does how to do it.
She asked one of the smartest students in her 5th grade class.
And she told me what she did, that she read whatever our assignment was, and then she took a pen or a pencil and underlined the important parts of it.
Have you always been curious?
Yes. You have to be interested in what you don't know. I think that the most interesting people are those that are curious about the world around them.
You say there is one most important question. What is it?
Why? Every time I have a legal question, I ask, what's my purpose? The why am I doing this? Once I've identified the purpose, I then ask myself, so how do I do it? And once I've asked, how do I do it? The third question is there a better way to do it?
Instant lesson. So one of the jokes that we say about blasters, we love them, we love the blasters, but it's like talk about more than they know or whatever. Like we say like consumes don't talk about what they know, and then the blasters will talk more about what they know than what they actually have consumed. So it's like teaching more than they know.
Right.
And then the consumers, you know, teach less, whatever. You get the idea. But the point is, like, why am I hearing a lesson? And what was the lesson? Like, what was the gold that came out? Oh, I just asked this stupid idiot kid next to me, and she told me, pull out your damn pencil and just circle shit while you're reading.
Right.
Like, it's not like there's this epic, like... It's not like it's like, oh, really? You mean you read and then you just circle shit? Oh, my God. That's amazing.
That's what Susie next to me is doing.
What do you think the most important qualities of a judge have to be? Because it is, you know, one of the highest positions you can possess in the land.
I'm going to answer that differently. I'm going to answer a question you haven't asked, but I think is much more important.
Well,
what should you possess as a citizen? And I think that in this room full of people, if I asked every non-lawyer in the room, and maybe some lawyers, how many Supreme Court decisions have you read from beginning to end? No one will raise their hand.
You're not allowed to ask me a question that's not inside my OI. Is that what was going on there? Like, what the hell? Like, the guy asked her a question. She's like, nope, we're going to talk about this. Fuck you. Like, that's so hilarious. Like, how obvious you have to be like, that's a neat new topic. I'm going to go right into my bag and pull out this motherfucker. Like, why? You can't do that. You're on a talk show. They're going to ask you shit that's not in your box.
No.
Best of both worlds. There
It
you go.
doesn't like pretty much. Well, what if I want to say pretty much?
It's too bad.
I don't want to say best of both worlds. I want to say best of both worlds pretty much.
Well, it doesn't like that. Ignore. No.
Why is it shoving? Why is it controlling me?
It's like masculine
abusing
SIing
me?
you.
What's my demons again? Why is the tribe telling me the sensory chaosness of this? Assholes. What's Google's fucking phone number? I'm going to call them. I'm going to leave a long fucking rant in their answering machine. That's what I usually
Blasting
do.
them. Yeah.
I don't do this anymore, but when I was younger, I would wait till everyone goes to bed, and then I would call Del Taco and leave him a long ass fucking rage. Because I'm not mad at fucking Susie or whoever the goddamn president.
Oh, that's so funny.
Mad at the entity. Like, I want to go to Google and just, calmly throw a trash can through a random window. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to offend anybody. I just want to break their fucking shit. You're coming in here. It's hard enough for me to here we go, to fucking write. And now I can't say pretty much. Best of both worlds, pretty much.
Well, it's bad grammar.
It is bad grammar. But we talk in bad grammar.
I know, that's true. That's true. There you go.
Why is it the way that we write and the way that we talk has to be different? My I don't accept
Pretty
the
much.
dot.
I
There's
know.
no dramatic pause here.
That's me. That's me.
I'll settle for a comma, pretty much.